If you're a hardcore Mortal Kombat fan, you're gonna flip your lid for Injustice: Gods Among Us. Review coming up next. Welcome guys to Injustice: Gods Among Us. My name is Music Major. As always, thank you for joining me today. This is just a quick little review, and by quick I mean I spent some time getting into this, of Injustice: Gods Among Us basically. As I said in the intro, it is a version of Mortal Kombat to some extent, but with slight changes. Basically what it does is it, much like Mortal Kombat, involves one-on-one matches. It's got a two-dimensional plane to it. Some of the characters in the backgrounds are rendered in a three-dimensional fashion. I can't talk today. Rendered in a three-dimensional fashion. Each match consists of one round, but each player has 2 health bars. So I'm trying to think of any games that you might have seen with this. You'll see it here in the gameplay with Batman and Wonder Woman here. But you work through like a primary health bar, then you're quickly through a secondary health bar, and then you win. One of the cool things about this, though, is that much like on the recent update and the reboot of Mortal Kombat, you have a bar on the bottom, which if you tap the 2 trigger buttons, because I played on Xbox, if you hit right trigger and left trigger, simultaneously, you get a special attack, which we will show you coming up here in just a little bit. There are different attacks that some players have, and they're actually busted down into classes. So if you think Superman, Wonder Woman, Green Lantern, and a couple of the others that are out there, if you think of them, they're going to be more speed guys. You have Batman, who's more gadget based. You have Solomon Grundy, Doomsday, Lex Luthor, that would be more power based. So they each have different things. What happens here basically is that it's a story mode that through the you go through these sections, you carry off fights, and that moves the story along. It's split into several chapters. As the narrative plays out, you'll swap between characters. There are also many mini-games that are incorporated into the story. The outcome of the mini-games also affect the upcoming battle, and it'll give you a specific advantage over a CPU opponent that'll be coming up. Let's check this out here. Any additional features? Actually, there are additional features. You have battle mode, versus mode, training mode, Star Labs mode. That includes 240 specific challenges of varying difficulty. There's also online multiplayer, King of the Hill. See here, there's a survivor mode and a bunch of different stuff. But like the premise of this story is it's a collaboration between NetherRealm Studios and DC Comics with the writers as a standalone story. It's kind of like a story mode 3.0 between Mortal Kombat and DC Universe, and it's awesome. I haven't really been able to play that at all or anything like that, but it's kind of like
must I remind you of
an alternate reality of like the Joker destroyed Metropolis and tricked Superman into killing Lois Lane and his unborn child. In retaliation, Superman murders the Joker in front of Batman in a fit of rage and establishes a new world order. It's kind of cool. I don't know. It's I don't want to give too much of the plot away, so I'm not going to read what I know about the plot. But here are some playable characters for you, just in case. As you see, we've moved on to the battle with Lex Luthor here. It creates the roster was initially Try getting it backwards, basically, if you think about it. The roster was initially internally selected by NetherRealm Studios with input from DC Comics, and the main goal during the selection process, which did take them about 3 to 4 months, was to develop a wide range of casts of characters regards to size, ability, and level of superpower. So they kind of wanted to make sure you have everybody, and just looking at the previews, which I'm actually kind of kicking myself for not putting in. I mean, I did put demo gameplay in. This was played literally a few minutes ago for me. But the playable characters that you see here are Aquaman, Ares, Bane, Batman, Black Adam, Catwoman, Cyborg, Deathstroke, Doomsday, Flash, Green Arrow, Green Lantern, Harley Quinn, Hawkgirl, Joker, Killer Frost, Lex Luthor, Lobo, Nightwing, Raven, Shazam, Sinestro, Solomon Grundy, Superman, and Wonder Woman! So. But, yeah. So it's a cool storyline, it seems like. There's going to be some DLC coming up here. I'm actually reading up on this. There's going to be 3 different costumes for Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman. Let's see what else is on here. More skin packs. And a couple arenas coming up and all that jazz. And all in all, it's doing pretty well from reviews. Game Informer gave it 9 out of 10. GameSpot 7 out of 10. IGN 8.2 out of 10. Official Xbox Magazine 9 out of 10. I'll give my rating here in just a little bit here, just to tell you about playability. But basically what I've noticed, and this was probably one of the harder battles I've had other than with Doomsday. What I found with this game is that the button masher is back. I was basically slamming on the buttons, not realizing what I was doing, and just trying to keep my head above water, which, for all intents and purposes, provided, I think, a great video for you guys. But, you know, I would like to learn a little bit more, because much like Mortal Kombat, there are light attacks, there are heavy attacks, there are many, many different things that you can do, and I would love to know what I was doing on here, rather than just slamming away on buttons. But it's fast-paced. You have cool little gadgets. This is freaking sweet. This attack coming up here. This is that trigger pull. Listen closely. Yeah, you just got hit with the Batmobile, son. That was really cool. That was something I wasn't expecting. I was just out of nowhere pressing the button, seeing what was going to happen, and just kind of messing around with it a little bit there. But all in all, really solid. I really wish we'd get the Doomsday, because that was a great fight. But yeah, you block principles, right trigger. Your punches, your kicks are going to be your A and your X button. I think Y is the corresponding heavy kick that you have there. And then there's a, you know, your light kicks are B. Have your modifiers, all that jazz. Gadgets, I'm not entirely sure how I got that. But I know I was using batarangs, I was using the gun, of course, there. This wager system, I have no idea what to do with it. It was very different, and honestly, I don't think I actually won one throughout the whole gameplay. But it's a cool concept, and I figure once you figure out what happens with it, you know, it would be, it'd be pretty rad, you know? Sorry, I'm watching America's Funniest Home Videos while I'm doing this commentary. It's kind of interesting. Focus! Anyway. TV's off now, so we're back with this. But as you see, we won this one. It was very difficult. And I look, as you can see, the costume kind of deteriorates slightly too, which is very cool. Our next matchup now is going to be through Doomsday, if you've been following this gauntlet. Doomsday looks mean too. This fight, actually, I think was where I was going to run into the most trouble, actually, because I thought with Doomsday being Doomsday and looking quite badass like this coming out of the fight, I figured we were going to run into a heap of trouble. But it's cool. I think NetherRealm did a nice job distinguishing themselves from Mortal Kombat. Still has the same feel. You're not going to get away from that, but, you know, obviously because it's on the NetherRealm engine. But all in all, really a solid game that they did. Like I said, I would really like to know what I was doing half the time rather than button mashing. I had my roommate sitting here watching me play, and, you know, all I could see is, you know, I wonder what he's thinking, because I was just feverishly hitting on the keys. Wow, I'm not playing PC. Get it together, music major. Anyway, feverishly just hitting away on the buttons and all that jazz. This attack scared me. Still think it was freaking cool. But I thought I was down for the count on that one. But that was his, I'm kicking his ass meter. And clicking the get back together. So, smack him. stun him. Oh, you hit me down into the center of the earth? Never mind, I'm gonna hit you with my car. Yeah, don't get up, son. But, yeah, this is, pretty sweet. There's gonna be... A couple of the DLCs are out already, even though this game came out on the 16th. The last one's gonna be released on the 7th. Lobo is gonna be your last character coming out on that one. Who knows, maybe they'll come out with more stuff. I hope they do. Truth be told now, though, as we do get in the last minute of this review, couldn't justify spending $60 on the game. I would wait probably until it went down to 40 or 30 if I were you. If you're really into fighting games and that's what does it for you, absolutely. Then go after it. But average consumer, I'd wait till it's about 35 or 40 bucks.
Stay down.
Give it an 8.5 out of 10. Not too bad. But all in all, real solid game. You should think about picking it up. Thanks, guys, for watching. My name's Music Major. Like, comment, subscribe. Adios.